Oh, God. What's up, CT? Well, you know, I'm on my way to the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Yes, I am. And you know what? I tell you what, you can come with me, but I gotta go right now and catch this trolley. So we'll be right back right after this. Okay? As we glide in my honeycomb land.
Today is Saturday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. Get ideas. Get involved. Get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
What's up, CT? Welcome to the Shoreline Trolley Museum. Hey, we're at the Shoreline Trolley Museum in East Haven. I gotta tell you, did you know there was a trolley out here in CT? Well, guess what? Kathy Solinsky is going to tell us all about it right here at the Shoreline Trolley Museum in East Haven.
Hi, I'm Kathy Solinsky, the Director of External Affairs for the Shoreline Trolley Museum here in East Haven, and I'm so glad you could visit with us today. We've got so much here to enjoy, and I just want to share it all with you. In addition to trolley rides that we have, which you actually can board a vintage trolley car, most of them from the early 1900s, and ride that down our historic Branford Electric Railway, which is a National Historic District. We have our museum building as well with wonderful displays. We've got hands-on for the kids, educational displays because we are a nonprofit educational organization. This is a great example of how trolley cars are powered. We have the trolley pole, which then attaches to the overhead wire, which is how our cars work here. And a couple of other samples too of different ways that vintage trolley cars worked in other cities. The trolley cars were actually early mass transportation, so they were all over the cities and towns of Connecticut. People would take them on trips to shopping, to school, everywhere. This is how you got around before cars and buses. Hard to imagine, but it's true. So naturally, there were also booklets, tour guides, postcards, all sorts of paper goods that had information on the trolleys. And because it was so popular, it was also in pop culture, even to the point where there were cartoons written about it. Stanford resident Fontaine Fox popularized a character called the Skipper in his Toonerville Trolley comics. And they were very popular and people enjoyed his escapades, all about the trolley car. Here we have another exhibit. This is the Connecticut Trolley Towns, where there are maps and photographs of the trolleys as they ran through the different towns in Connecticut. It's a great place to look and see if you can find the landmarks in your town where the trolleys ran. And this is a wonderful hands-on exhibit for children. Here's an example of a fare register. Much like today's buses where you board the bus and you put your fare in the register, you did the same thing on a trolley car. It just took a handful of nickels to get where you wanted to go. And it works like this. Another hands-on exhibit here we have is the controller, which is what your motorman on the trolley car uses today to operate the car. So it's in forward, and then this actually takes power, which you can see through the open front of this without having the 600 volts at your feet. The lights will show the different ways, the different amounts of power that's being taken until you're at an average top speed of 35 miles an hour. There's also a phone to listen to it explain, so really you can get a good understanding of how the trolley cars operate. Another exhibit we have is a very early electric motor invented by Frank J. Sprague, a Milford, Connecticut native, and who our building is named after. This is Sprague Station. Frank Sprague invented not just motors like this, but also he developed the system for the first practical citywide trolley systems, elevated subway cars as well. He was a prolific inventor and he was a contemporary of Thomas Edison. But the reason we don't know his name is because he sold his patents to names we do know, even today: General Electric, Westinghouse, Otis elevator. This early electric motor, donated by the Sprague family, invented by Frank Sprague in 1884, is still running today. And we have a wonderful museum store here where you can pick up a souvenir of your visit. And before boarding the trolley car for your ride, come visit our ticket agent to get your ticket.